So when I said on when was it, Friday, that I won't be making another video until, well, that was before I completely forgot that this was cut down week, and I don't know why I didn't remember that, but yeah, I'm here for the 53 man roster. Woohoo! We're here. We're steering through. I don't know what we're steering through, but I'm just gonna run through all of the roster cuts from after the preseason game all the way until today, and then we get to look at the roster. Ooh, fun! But on the 24th, they cut some players. Well, first they put Terrell Smith on injured reserve. He's done for the season. Our cornerback depth is a bit down there, but then we cut, some players. Bozeman, Glazer, Gordon, Perry, Toure, and Walker. I'm very sad that Toure didn't make the roster, only really because I'm a Nebraska fan, and he was like the one good wide receiver that we had. He was fun to watch. Don't know why only the Packers had to give him a chance, god damn it, but it's on the roster. And then Jeremiah Walker was the one that kept fucking up, so in that third preseason game, so he was gone. So pretty simple cut down, but that's just, getting out of the way the guys that were never really gonna make it, nor really wanted to see them on the roster. And then we get to I'm not on the right tab, Monday, the 25th. A little bit earlier than the previous one, but hey, whatever. So first thing we do is put Zal Frazier on the NFI list, and we just later learned today that he is done for the season. Not for an injury, but for personal reasons. He's still going to be with the team. He's just not going to play. I hope he's doing okay. That just seems like if he has to take go away from the team for a year and then come back next year. Okay, but if he's still hanging around, this better not be because they're saying this was something that was being dealt with before the season, before we even drafted him. This isn't like a cancer type of situation. No? I hope not. I hope it's just personal demons and he's able to just come back next year and do well. For all, he is another corner that is not playing. So hopefully we get some people there. And then the waiving of players. Okay, a bunch of corners, whatever. Bradford, Carlton, Hayes, Cook. They didn't really think they'd make it. Eccles, the unfortunately great name, did not get him onto the roster. Almighty Power Eccles. Austin Reed, which, made me think that we'd cut Case Keenum, but as of now we haven't. Probably because he's still injured. And then Ian Wheeler. Goodbye, my friend. Hopefully we'll see you on the practice squad, but I don't know when that is, and I'll make a video when that's actually made. And then Joel Wilson. He played good too late. That's my opinion. And then the actual, putting them away out there, probably the ones that, could directly go to the practice squad. Trey Flowers, Joshua Miles, and another running back, Royce Freeman. Okay, so that means that Britton Brown survived longer than both Ian Wheeler and Royce Freeman, who both of them I thought played better. But, okay, alright, but let's just get to today. I haven't actually looked at today's full roster cuts. I just seen the 53, and I sometimes forget to deduce it. So today is when we chuck some more players on the reserve, injured list. Travis Homer. Another running back. Running backs. Okay. And then, Amen. Yeah, I think he's going to be out for a while. It was expected after his good old injury. But, like, Homer, I don't remember where he's been. Sorry about that. I don't remember where he's been for a while, but okay. And then, waving slash punch, injured the following players: Tysheem Johnson, Doug Kramer, and Bill Murray. I didn't really know that Kramer and Bill Murray were injured, but sure, okay, yeah, goodbye, my friends. See you later. And then the long list of waiving and releasing players. Maurice Alexander, unfortunately, his pretty good preseason performance not make him survive. Britton Brown. So as of now, we have 4 running backs, 3 of them on the active roster. Okay. It's not like Monungai and Roshan Johnson have missed. Oh no, they've missed a lot of practice. Bulls, you better cook up something good. And then backup long snapper made practice squad mercy everyone. I don't know where I'm going with that. Jonathan Ford, Makai Gardner, Jimmy Kamara, Jordan McFadden, the guy that yesterday his agent was like trying to say, hey, someone should trade for him. No one did in the end. Zach Pickens, wait, yeah, so about that 3rd round pick drafting polls. Get that fixed. I'm glad he didn't pick one this year and just got a bunch of other picks. Because that, we never saw Zach Pickens do any good. And then J.P. Richardson, Tyler Scott, an unfortunate casualty, but shit happens. And then Ricky Stromberg. I'm sure he was on the roster. And then actually just cutting him into the wild, Miles Boykin. Oof. Stephen Carlson, Antonoi Pasnagon. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Sorry. And then we got 2 active players, Jalen Johnson and Torrey Taylor. Now, I don't remember when Torrey Taylor got injured or if that really means anything. But we didn't cut upon her, so there's that. And Jalen Johnson's finally not injured. Yay! So now we get to the 53 plus injured players roster. This is about as much as I swear I found a better one last year, but we're just gonna have to go with this. So, wide receiver. Let's just go through the wide receivers. DJ Moore and Rob Madunze, obviously wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. Burden, I feel like is more of the wide receiver 3 / if we're rolling with this low amount of running backs, running back 3. It's kind of a gadget player. He could probably play. Maybe he's the fullback. Maybe he's the guy that's blocking for all those runs because we have not many running backs. And obviously Devin Duvernay, but he's mostly the special teams, returner. Yeah, and then tight ends, Komet, Loveland are going to be both more than likely starting on the same lines. And then Durham Smythe will be there to... Honestly, don't know why we kept him, but hey, he's here. Cool. Left tackle, Braxton Jones, Trapilo. It's a very weird battle here, but let's be honest, it doesn't really matter. Left guard, Thuney, and then Newman, whatever. Drew Dahlman is our only center. Please, dear God, do not get injured. Jonah Jackson, Ryan Bates. And then Darnell Wright, Kieran, and Theo Bennett on the right tackle. Kieran surviving another another season. We there's a good amount of people that thought he was going to be cut. I didn't think so, simply because he was a high draft pick, and unlike Zach Pickens, who it just didn't really seem like it'd ever work out, Kieran is still more of a. He's in year 2, year 3, and he's still performing the same way as he is. We'll get to talk about it. But now, quarterback, yeah, Caleb Williams, Bajan, and Keenum. We're keeping a 3 quarterback roster this time around, which is the same amount of quarterbacks the Browns are going to roll with. Kenny Pickett has been traded so many times. And then running back, the most questionable position of all. They were practicing today with one singular running back, DeAndre Swift. Because Roschon Johnson has been injured with something. Homer is on the IL. Hankins is also on the IL. And Monangai is also injured. They've been very vague about this whole injury thing, but yeah, whatever. But now we get on to the good old defense, the thing that's barely changed since we didn't get a defensive coordinator as our head coach. Sweat, Jarrett, Dexter, Billings, and that's an extra slot. I don't know why that's there. Those are probably the 4 line that we're running. And then there's Booker, who's probably injured. The other C. Williams, Hardy, and Shamar Turner. Oh, Shamar Turner did survive. Not really promising that he's at the 3rd string, but again, this isn't an official depth chart. This is Bears Communications depth chart, which, like, it's as close to official as he can get, but this kind of stuff could change. Then there's Deo and Dominique. I don't know what happened with Dominique. They were saying something about him injured. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. Linebacking position, still Edwards and Edmonds there. Edmonds, it was either Edmonds or Edwards. I think it was Edmonds. Went off practice today with an injury or whatever. And then injured. This will get hit with an injury? I don't know. And then Hipley and Carl Jones. This is why I really need to look at that. Well, no, they never say anything about school. Whatever. Safety. Yeah, let's go to safety. Brisker and Byard. Am I confident in that room? No, I'm not confident in that room at all. But it's something. And the backup options aren't overly terrible. This is coming from a guy that hasn't read the official, not watch practice. If I lived in Chicago, I might actually go to practices, but all right now. Gordon, Stevenson, Jalen Johnson. I just really wish we got someone to replace Tyreek Stevenson over the offseason, but that's like a pipe dream or whatever. And then just these guys. Nothing to really say about that. I feel like we need to pick some guys. Obviously, let's be fair here. This 53-man roster won't actually be settled until week 1 because the amount of cuts, and it's probably why I should have waited until tomorrow, but I don't know if I want to wait tomorrow. And then special teams, it's literally the same shit. But Josh Blackwell is the second string kick return and punt return guy. Cool. That's that's cool. And it's pretty much the thing that we were expecting. This kind of depth chart that we were expecting. Oh, I'm just so glad that Ja'Day Walker survived. I mean, he's probably first in line to get cut if we bring in a new wide receiver, but that game probably saved his career for at least another couple of weeks. Yeah, I just can't wait to actually watch some football. There's 2 days, just chill out. It's 2 days, and yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. I think maybe if there's some more roster cuts and additions, I will, talk about that later. But for now, this is the good old 53-man roster. And, yeah. I'll see you guys, if there's more changes, probably tomorrow. So, see ya.